Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining me for this WNCT Now digital news update. I'm Emily Severidge, live in our digital studio. Today begins reopening Phase 3 for the state of North Carolina. Starting at 5 this afternoon, movie theaters, bars, and other venues can reopen with Phase 3, but there are capacity restrictions for businesses. Movie theaters can open at 30% capacity. Bars can open at 30% capacity for outdoor service only, and indoor areas for bars are not allowed to open yet. In our last update, we talked about the president and First Lady Melania Trump, both of whom have tested positive for the coronavirus. Since then, Trump campaign officials say the president and his family are suspending campaign trips until further notice. The president and First Lady are reportedly experiencing mild symptoms of the virus and are in quarantine at the White House. The president is continuing his official duties. The couple's diagnosis came hours after new presidential advisor Hope Hicks had tested positive. Vice President Mike Pence and his wife, former Vice President Joe Biden and his wife, and now Kamala Harris and her husband have all been tested as well after being in contact with the president. All of them have tested negative. Now, 3 North Carolina businesses are closed for cleaning after being visited by Ivanka Trump just yesterday. Ivanka and her husband have since been tested for the coronavirus, and their results are negative. The Cherubs Cafe, Cotton Candy Factory, and Bliss Gallery said they are relieved about the negative results, but will still close their doors for cleaning as an extra precaution. All right, stay with us, and we'll be right back with some more news after this short break.
9 on your side reporters are all across the East and in your neighborhood.
In Tarboro,
in Kinston,
in Greenville,
at Atlantic Beach.
Covering local stories that impact you.
The groundbreaking ceremony is the beginning of construction for Morehead City's 4th City Hall.
People from all over the state of North Carolina gathered at the Sycamore Hill Missionary Baptist Church.
Historic Turnage Theater in Washington helps the community celebrate art and culture.
See their original reporting weekdays on 9 on your side news.
Thanks so much for joining me. If you're just tuning in, I'm Emily Severidge, live in our digital studio, bringing you some late afternoon updates. WNCT is bringing you live streamed updates every Monday through Friday at 1:30 p.m. and 4 o'clock p.m. to bring you the latest and up-to-date news before our nightly newscast. Officials at the North Carolina Department of Transportation are inspecting and repairing a Pitt County bridge after being heavily damaged by a crash. The semi hit the underside of the Mozingo Road Bridge over US 264 West, located west of Greenville and the Southwest Bypass. The collision damaged 4 of the 6 large metal girders used in the structure of the bridge for making it safe for drivers to use. The bridge will be closed through at least the weekend for repairs. The left lane of traffic on US 263 West is expected to open back up later in the day, but the right lane will remain closed until repairs can be done. Officials say motorists should use caution while crews inspect and repair the bridge and plan ahead. Their commute might take a little longer than normal. Yesterday marked the 3rd anniversary of the 2017 Las Vegas shooting tragedy. The city of Las Vegas hosted a ceremony in remembrance of those who lost their lives during that horrific night. The ceremony included a reading of the names of the victims by Las Vegas's mayor, and a bell was tolled and candles were lit in remembrance for every single person who lost their lives in the Route 91 Harvest Festival concert.
And grace will lead us home.
A sunrise ceremony marking a devastating memory, a day that changed thousands of lives forever. Albert Rivera lost his daughter, 21-year-old Jordan, in the attack.
Jordan would have been the first to graduate in our immediate family, to have seen and witnessed
that would have been a true joy.
It was also a time to recognize everyone on the front lines, the first responders, doctors, and Good Samaritans.
People were bringing down victims in the back of their pickup truck and in the back seat of their car. Didn't matter who they were, they saw someone in need. They picked them up and they brought them down here.
Las Vegas Sheriff Joe Lombardo officially increased the death toll today from 58 to 60. It includes 2 women who died in the last year, Kimberly Gervais and Samantha Arjun.
We were all there when they took the respirator off, and I see my child didn't breathe anymore.
Yesterday, we learned MGM Resorts and its insurers will pay $800 million to settle a lawsuit. MGM acknowledges no liability in the settlement.
We all are on different paths in this journey, but it is still one big path in the end.
Minda Smith's sister, Nasa Davis Tonks, was also killed at the Harvest Festival. Through the pain, she says she's mustering the strength to move forward with the help of every other family who's feeling the same sorrow.
I think as the years have gone on, especially this 3rd year and after through the pandemic of people being locked up and being so alone, I think that people need this human connection to heal.
And nearby, a healing garden to remember the smiling faces of dozens of people gone too soon, a tree providing shade in each of their memories.
Well, that wraps up this WNCT Now digital news update. We have more news coming up for you tonight on our broadcast at 5 and 6. Thank you so much for watching.